Hello, everyone. Well, I'm Danya, and this is my very first YouTube video. I cannot believe it, but here I am. I have something to share with you, or some things to share with you, in honor of my birthday, which is on Friday, November 19th. I'll be 52. Woo, woo, 52. And I can't believe it, guys. Like, I cannot believe that I'm in my 50s. Like, if you're not there yet, you will be just amazed when you get there that you've lived that long. I mean, there was a time in my life when I didn't think I would make it to 21 years old, because I was kind of sassy when I was growing up. There's a story behind that. But yeah, I was sassy, and this mouth got me in a lot of trouble. And I just remember this scripture in the Bible talking about honoring your father and mother so that your days will be long. And I just thought, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. But here I am. But like I said, there's a story behind that. I wasn't just sassy just for the fun of it. I mean, there was some hurt and pain behind that. But anyway, but here I am, almost 52. I'm basically 52 years old. I mean, my birthday is on Friday. But I'm just amazed that I've been on Earth a little, slightly over a half of a century. So the other thing that I want to say is, if you haven't made it to this age yet, is it's amazing. I mean, life is exactly what you make it, and everything starts here in the mind. So if you're excited about it, then it's going to be wonderful. I celebrated like a rock star in 2019 when I turned 50. But I am the kind of person that is really positive about things, and I'm really excited about life in general. So other people that are sad about getting older, or they're turning 25 years old and they're like, oh, they're so down about it, or they're turning 40, like, I cannot relate to that, because what's the alternative? I mean, either you're getting older or you're going to die. I mean, which is it? What do you want? And if you want to keep living, then just be excited. Embrace where you are in life. Embrace your age. It's okay. It's okay to get older. There's nothing bad about it, unless you're not taking care of yourself or doing the things that you should be doing in life. Which leads me to the reason why I think you've clicked on this video, and I'm so excited that you have. And welcome to my channel, my very new channel, and I hope you'll come back again. But I want to talk about 10 lessons that you should learn before you turn 50. Now, I would consider myself a late bloomer. There are things that I've learned, things on this list that I've learned late in life, but nonetheless, I've learned them. And it's okay if you've learned some things late in life, because again, as long as you're here on earth, as long as you have breath in your body, you should be learning. You should still be learning things. So whether you learn it early or late, as long as you learn it. So I'm at the point where I want to pass on some of the knowledge that I've gained over these years on earth. And they say that the older you get, the wiser you become. And though I believe that, I don't think it's true for everyone. Some people just keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And I've repeated some mistakes, but the things on this list, I've learned them and they're sticking. So I hope that you can learn from them too. But anyway, so I have my list in front of me. So if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. But anyway, number one, and these are in no particular order. I'm just going to say them as I wrote them down. Number one, your life is meaningful and you are a valued member of society. And that's something you need to always remember. I don't care if you're behind or if you think you're behind in life. I don't care if you haven't yet reached the status that you want to reach in life, you are still a valued member of society and your life means something. You are a gift to this world. Why? Because you have talents that the world hasn't seen yet. You have skills that you haven't blessed us with. There are things that God has put on the inside of you that all of earth is waiting for you to release it. So don't get down on yourself. I mean, there are some things, I'm 52, and there are some areas of my life where I'm like, gosh, I wish I was so much further along. But remember that we've all had a different start in life. So where you are in life, I don't need to compare myself to that, because you and I have had a very different start in life. You may have been exposed to some things that I haven't been exposed to, and vice versa. So let's not compare ourselves. And when you see someone that looks like they're ahead of you, according to what standard, I don't know, but just be happy for them and focus on your own goals and your own dreams and the things that you want to accomplish in life, and know that it's okay. There's a purpose for your life, and as long as you stay focused and you're constantly developing and improving yourself, you will fulfill your purpose. All right, number 2, take care of yourself. Take care of your body. You have this one body. Take care of it. I've heard people say that when you reach 50 and beyond, you start to experience aches and pains. Who? Why? I don't. I don't have aches and pains. I'm very healthy. I live in a high-rise building, and every day that I leave this apartment, when I come back in my building, I walk up the stairs. I walk, run, or lunge up the stairs. And it's not a problem. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel bad. I'm not walking slow. I'm not stiff. I'm not achy. So it isn't true. It's true if you don't take care of yourself. So move your body, exercise, drink lots of water. I'm telling you, drinking water is underrated sometimes by people, because you hear it so often, you think blah, blah. No, do it. It brightens your skin. There are people who have arthritis because they never drank enough water. I mean, your body needs water, and water benefits so many aspects of your body. There are people who get headaches all the time because they don't drink water, and there are people who have aches and pains because they don't drink water. So drink your water. I think I've harped on that for long enough. And then eat your fruits and vegetables. It's so important. I know I sound like your mom now, but it's so important because your body needs certain nutrients, and you know, some people are trying to get all those nutrients through supplements. Okay, take your supplements if you have to, but the best way to get your nutrients is through food. So keep that in mind. Take good care of this one vessel that you have, because you only get one. Take care of it. So number 3, don't try to mimic someone else. Don't try to look like anyone else. Don't try to copy their style. No, you have your own style. You have your own look. You know, there have been times in my life in the workplace where, you know, I tried to fit in by dressing like my colleagues, by, you know, acting like them because I wanted to fit in. You know, make sure your voice doesn't go too high because they might think you're angry, or, you know, make sure that you dress a certain way so that you're liked by them. And some of you all know where I'm going with this. You know, I've been the minority in a lot of my jobs, and you're constantly the one that's trying to fit in. No, be yourself. You are unique, and God made you unique. Don't try to be like someone else. When I said earlier that I'm a late bloomer with some things, it's true. I mean, I'm just learning what I really like. I'm just now learning that, for example, I don't like wearing suits all the time. I thought that I loved wearing suits, and no, it was only because I was trying to conform to a certain look in the workplace. And sometimes you have to do that. I get it. If you work at a bank, you need to dress a certain way. But I mean, outside of that, be who God created you to be. And on the inside, there are certain things that you like, but you're afraid to dress that way or style your hair that way because you don't know what other people will think. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is they'll talk about you. People are going to talk about you anyway, whether you're doing good, bad, or nothing at all. People will find something to talk about you about. They'll say something negative. So just be who you are. Be yourself. Be unique. Be someone who stands out. Don't try to blend in. Number 4, value experiences over things. Don't get me wrong, material things are nice. When I go in the mall and I see a cute dress and I try it on and it looks amazing on me, yes, I want to get it. But and that's okay. You can buy things, but value experiences. When you buy material things, whether it's clothing or furniture or jewelry or some kind of accessory, it's exciting initially, but once you've spent that money, first of all, that item, it doesn't appreciate. And then number 2, after a month or 2 months or 3 months or a year, you don't feel the same way about that item that you did when you first bought it. It doesn't bring you the same excitement that it did initially. The law of diminishing returns, it just doesn't. After a while, you're just like, okay, I got it. I still like it, and I still appreciate it, but it's just not the same. It just wears off. And what I mean by valuing experiences, I mean meeting new people. Some of my richest experiences in life have been meeting strangers and having conversations and learning about their life, learning something about them that, I would have never known if I hadn't crossed paths with them. And I don't know about you. I mean, I am an extrovert. I'm not an extreme extrovert, but I am an extrovert. So I do really enjoy meeting new people. I do enjoy connecting with people. I hope I can connect with all of you. I'm hoping to get some comments that I can respond to. But I mean, meet new people. We weren't meant to be islands on this earth. We weren't meant to just be loners. We were put on this earth with everybody else. So, make some new friends, learn about someone else's culture, learn about someone else's religion, even if it's different from your own. It makes you a more well-rounded person. And then travel, that's an experience. God put us on this amazing earth to enjoy it. And one of the things that I value is seeing what else is out there. I don't want to just be in my own neighborhood. I want to know what else is out there. I want to go to Africa, and I've been to some places. I've been to London, I've been to Canada, I've been to Alaska, I've been to Italy, I've been to, where else? I think those are all my overseas places, but there are so many other places that I want to go just so I can see, what it's like there and how the people live there and what the food is like there. So value experiences over things, because those are things that will always stay with you. Next, stack your money. Actually, that should have been number one. Take care of your finances. I can't tell you how unattractive it is for someone that looks like they're well put together on the outside, but they're broke. Broke because they didn't manage their finances wisely. And I get it. There are some people who are in situations where, maybe they're in a low paying job and they're trying. And I'm not saying that's unattractive. I'm saying there are people out there, and you know who you are. Money comes through our hands all the time. If you think about all the money, if you could add up all the money that has come through your hands, and then think about how much you have in your bank account, how much you have in your investment accounts, is that something that you're proud of? Could you have done a better job of managing those finances when you receive them? Most of us can say yes. I can say a big yes. Yes, capitalized. But you know what? I've gotten on track. And again, I was a late bloomer in life. There's a lot of things that I wasn't taught growing up in life or when I was younger, but it's all good. I've since learned it and I'm doing better now. Stack your money. Money isn't everything. I realize that. But when you do have some money stored away, there's a sense of security that comes along with that. And not only security, you have more options. There are people who are stuck in jobs and they hate the job. They can't leave the job because they don't have enough money and they have debt and they have to pay off that debt. And they need that job. They are handcuffed to that job, to that desk, to that computer on that desk because they desperately need the money. They can't even take a sabbatical because they don't have the money. So I realize that money isn't everything, and there's a saying that money doesn't make you happy. And I kind of struggle with that. I don't know about that. Because when you want to take a trip to Jamaica, you need money to do that. And going on that trip to Jamaica is going to make you happy. It's going to be an experience that brings joy to you. So no, money is not everything, and no, money in and of itself can't make you happy, but it gives you options to enjoy things that will make you happy. So take care of your finances. If you're in debt, work hard at trying to get out of debt and staying out of debt so that you're not working hard to pay someone else, but you're instead working hard to pursue the dreams and the goals and the activities that you want to do in life that are going to bring you joy. Number 6, if you don't like something about yourself, fix it. Don't talk about it, fix it. Don't be mad about it, fix it. Don't talk, fix it. Those love handles, if you have them, they're only going to get worse as you get older if you don't do something about it. So if you're 30 years old listening to this and you have love handles, when you turn 50, if you don't do anything about it, they're going to look worse. So if you don't like something about your personality, if you know that you have a bad attitude and you snap off at people at the drop of a dime, fix that. Read a self-help book. Talk to your friends. Ask them, what are some things that you can improve about yourself? And then put a plan together. But don't just go through life, looking at those things, seeing those flaws in yourself and not thinking that you can't fix them. You can fix them. Do something about it. No talking, less talking, and more fixing. More action. Put an action plan together. It might take time, but that's okay. Because if you think about it, a year from now, you're either going to be the same person that you are today, or you're going to be someone different because you put the work and the effort in to be someone different. So just a thought. Number 7, don't be a passive person. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you. I don't know if this is the Scorpio in me. I don't know if it's just the person that I am, but there's something that just bothers me about a person who is passive, someone who just goes along to get along. Oh, what do you want to do? Oh, whatever you guys want to do. Well, what do you want to do? What do you ever want to do? Like, when it comes to your values, be firm about it. Stand up for what you believe in. Be accountable to the standards that you have in your life. Make people aware of them, not necessarily by telling them, verbally what those standards and values are, but living them. So don't be passive. Don't do something you don't want to do. If you're with some friends, or you're at work and you're with some coworkers and they want to do something that you don't agree with, don't do it. You don't have to be mean about it. You can be nice and still say, no, thank you. I'm going to pass on this. This isn't something, that I want to do. But just don't go through life being a passive person. Stand up for your values. If you have decisions that you're making in your life, stand by those decisions. Don't fold just because someone maybe doesn't want to do that, or you think they're going to criticize you about that. As I said earlier, people are going to talk about you whether you are doing something good, bad, or nothing at all. So you might as well give them something to talk about, right? Number 8, pursue your dreams. I don't care how young you are. If someone says you're too young, you need to ignore that. If someone says you're too old, you need to ignore that. Pursue your dreams. And if you don't know what you want to do in life, and let me tell you, don't feel bad if you're 50 years old and you don't know what you want to do. There are a lot of people in this world that don't know what they want to do. But my advice to you is, if you're in that situation where you don't know what dream to pursue, try different things. And the way that you do that is, if something is interesting to you, try it. You might discover that, oh my God, this is something that I'm passionate about. Just give it a try. You won't know until you do it. It's like me, doing this first YouTube video. I was nervous about it. I thought, oh my gosh, I watch people on YouTube and they can just talk, and they're so smooth. And I thought, oh my God, I'm kind of one of those people that needs to think about things, how I'm going to say it, here's what I'm going to say first, here's what I'm going to say next. It's just the way my brain is wired. And I thought, you know what? I will not know if this is something that I'll love unless I try it. Do it afraid. I think that's what Joyce Meyer said. If there's something you want to do and you really feel strongly about it in your heart, but you're scared, do it scared. But don't get to the end of your life, whatever the end is. I mean, none of us know, but don't get to a point in your life where you have regrets and you look back and you think, man, I wish I had done that. I really wanted to do that thing and I didn't do it. One of the things that I try to do is have new experiences. For example, a few years ago, I went skydiving, and it was something that I would have never dreamed about, but I remember someone mentioning it, and it just kind of was a seed planted. And you know what? I did it, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. And that is no exaggerating. If you haven't tried it, I recommend everyone go skydiving at least once in their life, but I understand if you don't want to. But my point is, pursue your dreams. If there's something you want to do and it's really burning inside of you, do it. Number 9, don't compromise or settle. And I mean this when it comes to relationships. Don't do it. Don't be desperate. You know, a lot of us don't want to be alone. We want someone to share our lives with. We want someone to love and someone to love us. But don't settle. Have your standards. Know what you like and what you don't like. Know what you want and what you don't want, and stick with it. When that man comes along or that girl comes along and you have chemistry, and you're thinking, all right, I know this person doesn't have this, or this, but I'm just going to see how it goes. No, don't see how it goes. If they don't have what aligns with your core values, like the things that are, I get it. There are some things there are some negotiables, but then there are some things that are so important to you that you should not compromise them. If you don't smoke and you eat healthy, but this person that you've met, they're eating cheeseburgers every day and they never exercise, guess what? If you compromise and you settle for that person, you marry them, and then let's just say you grow old together, what if that person gets sick and then you end up, instead of traveling the world, you have to take care of them? No. Don't settle. Don't compromise. You want to be with someone that you share values with, because when you do, you're always going to have something to talk about. You're always going to have something to communicate about. You know, you're going to be happy. But when you settle for someone that you're not compatible with, you may have chemistry, but are you compatible with that person? If you're not compatible with them, you're going to be pretty frustrated all the time. I know it because I've done that in my life. And let me tell you, lesson learned, I do not compromise. If we are not compatible, we may have chemistry, but if we're not compatible, I can't do it, because I'm happy right now by myself. But if I link up with you and we're not compatible, I'm going to be frustrated. And who wants to live that kind of life? So anyway, be careful. And last, be kind to yourself. And I know that we've been hearing that, you know, all through the pandemic, be kind. But it's true. Be kind to yourself. We live in a world where people are critical. People are judgmental. People will size you up and decide that don't want to have anything to do with you, toss you to the side. You know, we have to deal with that all the time in this world. So the one person that you want to be kind is you. Be kind to yourself. What does that mean? How does that look? For me, it means when I'm in the mirror in the morning and I'm getting ready, I smile at myself. I'm like, Danya, you're cute. I don't care if no one else thinks I'm cute. I think I'm cute. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm intelligent. I think I'm smart. I think that I'm a gift to this world. I think that I have something to offer this world. And if no one else thinks it, that's not my problem. that's their problem. I don't have time to be thinking about someone else. I don't have time to be judgmental because I have my own life. So, anyway, I've been talking a lot. I hope that you got something out of this. I'm hoping this video wasn't too long, but these were 10 things that I felt like are meaningful, and I wanted to pass them on to you. Leave a comment if you have one. It's my first video, so be nice. Though I do take constructive criticism. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know what my next video will be, but it'll be something awesome. So thank you for visiting, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.